Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to talk a little about Lilith deciding to lower the amount of cities that servers have. For the last 10 servers or more, Lilith have significantly lowered the amount of cities that are on the world map. Now without further ado, let's get onto the world map and take a look at how they currently look on the old servers. Okay, now as you guys can see on the screen right now, we are on the world map and this is server 11. Now this is the amount of cities that you used to be able to see and engage in on your server. However, the amount of cities has drastically changed for the last couple of servers. Now without further ado, let's jump over to one of the newer servers and take a look at how many cities are on there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have jumped over to server 60. Server 60 was the first of many servers that Lilith decided to implement this new system to. Now, any servers from 60 onwards have now got this amount of cities on them. Now, we are not sure why Lilith have decided to truly do this change. We only have the reasons that we believe they have done these in our thoughts and our speculations, which is unfortunate that they have not come out and told us their actual true intent. But I personally do not think that this is a bad decision from Lilith. Now I have a couple of reasons that I believe that this is not a bad thing, so let's jump straight into those. Now my first reason is because of the amount of dead cities that are on a server. Now if you go and look at some of the older servers, you will see that there are a lot of cities on them that are held by dead alliances. Now what do I mean by dead? Basically inactive, no longer playing the game. The alliance has quit, moved to another server. It could be multiple reasons, but basically that alliance is no longer on that server, no longer playing on that server. Ultimately, the buffs from that city are going to no one. No one's benefiting from them. The building buffs, the title buffs are basically just pointless on that server from that city. Now, I also believe that Lilith have tried to encourage people early on to engage a lot more. As you can see, there is a dramatic change in the amount of cities on the server, and what I think Lilith have decided to do here is try and encourage people to engage one another a lot more. If you truly want a title, or if you truly want to conquer a city, you have to go out there and you have to fight for it, you have to earn it. You can't just take one of the hundreds or whatever this scenario was in the previous amount of servers that had significant amount of cities on them. Now with this change, like I said, I do believe Lilith's main reason for this change is of course to try and prevent inactive cities, but also to encourage people to fight early on, instead of not engaging anyone for a very long time and just sitting there farming and growing. This will hopefully bring a lot of action to the server, which is very exciting to see. One of the main issues I feel with older servers is of course you do indeed need server peace to conquest. However, I also feel that this is somewhat bad because when you are not in conquest there is nothing to do and you have a few stale weeks where you basically can just farm. Now with there not being that many cities on the server, you of course have to make sure you defend your city. You can't go AFK for a very long time and just purely farm. You have to make sure that you're alert and defending your city if you want to maintain your buildings for the buffs, your title for the buffs. You have to actually earn it, which is very exciting to see. Now, mentioning titles, I personally feel this is a good change because of the amount of titles on a server. Now, on a previous server there was a very lot of titles. There's a very lot of cities, which means there's a very lot of titles on them. Now I personally feel that titles are not very rewarding, shall I say. Of course the main reason for them is the buffs that they provide to the commander. However, ultimately when you receive a title you somewhat want to feel a little achievement in yourself because you've worked hard enough with your alliance or with an ally or someone to receive that title. Now on older servers, because there are so many people have them, you don't really feel like it's that special. Whereas on this new server, a lot of the new players are going to be hungry to try and achieve one of these titles, and it's going to be very exciting for them. And ultimately, I feel like they're going to work very hard to try and keep one, or achieve one, which is very exciting to see. And I'm hopeful that this is what Lilith has intended to try and do here. Of course, like I said at the start of this, we do not know the exact reason that Lilith have done this, unfortunately. Now, I hope that they maybe will come out in the future and tell us what they initially, intended to do here. But of course, we will have to wait and see. Now, that pretty much wraps up this video. So if you guys have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like. Make sure to comment what you guys think Lilith have intended to do here. And if you guys would consider subscribing, that would be greatly appreciated. I've been Jaden, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace.